Why owning a stuffed toy means you're a broken individual. I don't really own anything like that. Honestly, like, does that mean I'm not broken?
So, if you don't know about well-loved Garfield, neither do any of my friends. And if this image isn't
Oh my
stuck in
god.
your head, then congratulations, you're normal. Yay. However, for
Yay,
the
I'm
possibly
normal.
neurodivergent people watching who, just understand this 40-year-old
Wait,
Garfield
what the
plush,
fuck?
to be loved is to be changed. And maybe even have their own version of him. I have some bad news. Because today...
Yeah, I mean, I had stuffed animals when I was younger, but I don't. I mean, I own like two, but they're not like special to me in any way. It's just like one was like a souvenir, and the other I just accidentally
On the
got.
Poopie Show, we discuss why you never left your childhood stuffed animal at the age of 10 like a normally developed child would. Okay, let's start with the two big
So I think I'm
questions
normal for once. Hell yeah.
I had when I started my serious research. Why stuffed animals and why in general? I mean, the kids that played with like chicken bones and I don't know, dead rats in medieval times keep those in their beds as adults? Well,
That's a good
kind of.
question.
Stuffed toys in particular
Maybe.
can be traced back to the early Roman Empire when children played with straw-filled rag dolls. And yeah, to step up from playing with the skulls of Samnites. But the popular girl from your traditional Hawaiian dance class would
But did you ever see those like I don't know if they were Greek or if they were Roman, but they were like these intricately carved dolls that had like joints in them, and they were made of I don't know what they were made of. They're made of like I don't know,
absolutely
porcelain.
if you had a doll made out of straw rather than one of them
Probably not,
expensive
but
wooden ones. Now, the first proper stuffed animal was
probably
actually a
wood,
pincushion
but-
elephant. To be loved is to be
Aw.
changed. The pattern for it was made by Margaret Steiff late 19th century, and she and her brother produced many more, but nothing came
Beanie
close to
Babies?
the popularity of the teddy bear. Well,
Oh, the
technically
teddy bear.
Teddy's bear, as in Theodore Roosevelt,
Yep.
who liked hunting but at one time refused to shoot a bear that had been tied up for him beforehand.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
sweet, I guess, but now
What? Well,
like every Valentine's Day, your significant other can be like, here ho, have some magnificent child labor chocolate and a progressive Republican wild animal that has carved the side of a grown man's rib. I will never leave it. It's just a bear, bro. No, it's the consequence of my mother's attachment style. Oh yeah, we're gonna...
but yeah, Teddy Roosevelt, he's just like, she's like, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want. But also, yeah, that's not very sporting to like shoot an animal that's tied up for you. I mean, like, assuming he was doing it in a sporting fashion, because I doubt that they were doing it as livestock, right?
There are many articles explaining how these plushy pals give people a sense of comfort and security, and lots of them seem to state that their texture and appearance play a major role in why you love Mr. Wiggles so much. But
Mr.
looking into it a bit
Wiggles?
deeper, these physical attributes
But look at me,
are not
I'm
what
so
actually
huggy,
compel some
I'm
people to become
huggable.
attached to these
I'm huggable and fluffy, aren't I? Look at me. Come hug me. I'll haunt your nightmares.
anthropomorphized cotton lumps, since there's plenty of evidence which shows that attachment to childhood toys existed
see?
long before
Like this
Beanie
type of
Babies.
shit. Although
These guys
that's
don't
not
have some special mind
the one I
control
was thinking of,
powers.
but-
Here's what it actually is. To explain attachment to stuffed toys, I will need to first explain what a transitional object is. A transitional object is basically training wheels for the child to use on the road to independence. It's something that will reduce stress for a baby when it's alone mainly, and it is commonly a stuffed animal because kids simply just have a ton of those. These toys are the majority of their possessions because they're one of the few things they won't choke on. But a TO can be a blanket, a favorite binky, rock, inflatable dolphin, mayonnaise. Might as well be a chicken.
Mayonnaise. Oh my god, Poopy, you're an interesting
This
child.
attachment independence is expected to end when the child is around 9 to 10, but it's not uncommon for adults to still have them around, and you might think that's a bit pussyish. But I, a working lady, also have one, and I'm cool, so it must be something else. This leads us to my next question. Is it normal? Some of the top Google searches tell you yes, but that's just cope. Because, well, it's not really normal. That doesn't mean it's bad. But I found several studies that show an interesting statistic. A link between keeping your childhood stuff.
Right, just because something's normal doesn't mean that it's not problematic or indicative of
Stuffed animal and
something that's
bipolar
problematic.
disorder. To summarize it all, I'll also first explain a few things about object relations theory. Object relations theory suggests that we are driven by the need for contact with others. And that's nice. Freud says it's sex and aggression that drive men, and that's why he's banned from this channel. Anyways, one of the most commonly given examples for object relations theory is
that's the only thing that I want to do: sex and aggression.
the mother's breast.
Ooh.
Because it is the first object that a child can see as a separate
AI
entity
waifu?
to it. The first thing they form a separate image of, and that comes with the first
Actually, I don't think that's AI. Oh wait, it's got a deviant art.
towards a separate than the other. In other words,
just looks
if
AI.
mother has milk, breast good, mother good, baby loves mother. But if mother has no milk, breast bad, mother bad, baby angry.
Mother
and that's
bad.
Pretty confusing for a
No
stupid
mommy
baby.
milkers.
That's why a child having a stuffed animal is perfect for them to have a consistent image of something that is significant to them, because a TO will always be the same. Development of emotional object consistency grounds a child and is important for the development of a stable sense of self and others. A stuffed animal, a blanket, dead rat, any comfort object can anchor a developing brain. But regardless, some toddlers just won't develop a proper sense of self, others, and the environment, and it will later present itself as anxiety and mood disorders like BPD. Furthermore, individuals who developed in this way will continue to get substantial comfort from what was only meant to be training wheels. Mr. Wiggles is the whole bike now, but you as a person don't know how to properly...
I remember even as a kid, I didn't really care too much about my stuffed animals. Like I remember I had one that I named, it was Bluey, because it was named after the dog from Blue's Clues. But I don't even really remember taking that places. I just had it in my room. Like that was my most special stuffed animal, and I definitely had several. But, I don't know.
You turn the bike left or right when you see a minor...
I mean, I am fairly depressed, but I guess just not in this way.
inconvenience up ahead. And in that case, a toy will still ease anxiety for you as an adult, and you will be drawn to buy more because you will see a bit of Mr. Wiggles in all of them. Also, interestingly, all these studies only use females as
One thing that is super satisfying that I would love is, you know how like Emiru, she has like that huge pile of like Kirby's. Oh my god, I'd love to just like have something like that you could just like jump in and like sleep. that would be really cozy.
Objects. But also like 75% of people with BPD are female, so just girly things. And okay.
Wait, what percentage?
People with BPD are female,
75.
So just girly things. And okay. This is all very unique.
It could be reportership bias.
Paper, serious studies, serious business. But now the only important...
Because guys, a lot of times aren't going to... Well, I don't know. I'm sure they mention that in the...
We've been in mortal danger together countless times. You know those memes?
Oh, yeah?
How people think it's
What about the
Would
mayo?
you like some more tea, Miss Lady?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, please. How kids actually play? Ah! Someone has poisoned the tea. Go quickly. We must go to the Amazon jungle to find the cure. And also bring down the evil monster king who lives there. And he will have 2 days or we will die and everyone else
we
will
will die.
The least I owe him is having him in a warm bed with me every night. We experience imaginary scenarios in childhood as real memories. Those memories are still kind of real and precious and also all contained in one baby that you love. So to end this video, I encourage you to participate in my study by answering these questions in the comments. Question 1, do you have a stuffed animal? Question 2, is he your homie or do you need to talk to someone? Please write in the comments so I can make a graph and
I don't have a stuffed animal and he ain't my homie.
Bye.
But I do talk to people. On occasion. Go like and subscribe. Informative video as always, Madam Poopie.